Hi, I think you know I'm Mark Elrich, the County Executive, and I want to welcome you to my home. I wanted to show people some of the things I'm doing involving the environment, because I talk a lot about it. I tell people you ought to do this and you ought to do that. So I thought I would show you some of the things I've done. I kind of redid this house 5 years ago, and I said it's time to see where solar is. And the price was reasonably good. The price has come down a lot, and the tax credits were amazing. So I put the panels in, I put down the down payment about a third of what the panels cost, and on the federal tax credits, it basically covered my down payment. So now you're looking at about 2/3 the cost of what you've got to finance. It works out pretty well. There are some days where my electric bill is the equivalent of like $1.50, $2.50. It actually works. You know, the credits are real. The tax breaks are real. You know, things like this are important. And I think the more the people realize that this is doable, the more people are going to do it. And I'm also driving green. They're actually nice to drive. Faster than my other car with really good acceleration. So for those of us who still have boyish fascinations with acceleration and stuff like that, this still has those elements to it. It's becoming more feasible to do this. There are more charging stations around. The county's going to be installing more charging stations. I don't sacrifice anything in comfort. I don't sacrifice anything in terms of trip planning now. I could go to New York on a single charge with this thing. So, you know, it's just like it's perfectly easy to use. I don't feel inconvenienced, and I do feel better in terms of environmental responsibility. And it's hard to tell other people to do something and not do it yourself. I also like to garden, and it's just fun. It's nice to come out and work in the garden. It's something I really enjoy, and it's nice being able to look at harvest. I was, earlier I was saying, I got 3 peppers today, and they've already obviously been visited by like a bird, so I make the best out of them I can. I got 2 cherry tomatoes, and these are really pretty. These are ghost peppers. I think I get 10 tomato plants. 2 of them I think have demised, but I've got 10 still going. I think it's all part of just trying to realize what we can do locally, not totally be bound by things beyond our control. Everybody should try this. Everybody should get a favorite plant or 2 and see what they can do. It's kind of like a nice way, people talk about, things they do to, produce a sense of calm, or, just being able to get in touch with something other than work. And so this is my way of getting in touch with something other than work. So that's it for the story of what's going on over here. I hope that some of what you see maybe inspires you, gives you a sense of possibility, makes you wonder what you can grow or what you can do. Or gets you curious, as for your own purposes. Does electric car make sense? Do solar panels make sense? And I hope I encourage that kind of thinking. It's important to me, but it's important, I think, to all of us that we think about these things. And I just wanted you to know that I think about them, and I try to deal with this stuff every day.